child's teachers, find out about what your student will learn over the course of the year, and understand the teacher's academic expectations so that we can work together to help your child succeed. At Francis Parker, it is our mission to provide the best possible education for every student. And it is our philosophy that this only happens when there is cooperation and communication between the school and families at home. Parents, we know that the success of our students is a result of many positive contributing factors. Your presence here tonight is a strong indication of your commitment to your child's education. We are so glad you are here, and we appreciate your support to ensure that your child attends school, completes his or her homework, and is prepared for all of those tests and quizzes. We encourage you to continue this commitment throughout the school year and to stay informed of your child's academic progress. I wanted to share quickly our school website and where you can find many, many different resources. So first, you can see that this is our Bitmoji school. When you come here, all you have to do is click on things that interest you. For instance, if you would like to go to my office and have information shared with you that you think would be helpful, you can click on me right here. On the right side, you'll see Miss Roberts, our assistant principal. You can certainly click on her, and it will take you to her office where she has resources to share. No matter what, when you enter the school through these double doors, anytime you are done viewing a particular staff member's page, in the bottom corner, you will always find this little icon. If you click on our school logo, you can come right back to this page, and then you just click the double doors and re-enter our building. Here we go. Once you click on the double doors, you can view a quick video tour, or you can go to our guidance counselors, you can go to our custodial staff, you can go into each individual grade level and find your particular child's classroom. You can also click on the specials to learn about music, art, library, and PE, related services, support staff, office staff, the nurse, and intervention teachers. And again, down here in the right corner, you will see our logo. If you click on it, it takes you right back here. So let's go back in. I'm going to go to third grade. You can see we have Mrs. Burton and Miss Swick's class and Miss Passamonte. For each grade level, you will see a little bookcase with numerous resources that if you drag your mouse across, you can click on that are things you can do with your child at home to help them. Once you do find a classroom you want to enter, please click, and you will go into their classroom. Here you'll find many resources. You just have to take your cursor and you just scroll it over things. And as you find something where there's a link, you click on it and it will take you to that resource. Each teacher, if you click, has a biography about themselves. Here you can see that there's a daily schedule you can view, Zoom links for class. This is about our house system. This is for math. You can just poke around. Again, when you're done clicking on any resources, click this icon and you can come back to the beginning. Go in the double doors and start again. We hope that this will be an incredible resource for you and your family as you have questions. This is a wonderful place to come. And of course, up at the very top, you'll see all our Francis School Number 23 updates. This is updated regularly with the most important current information that you need to be aware of. I highly recommend you check this weekly, as everything here is something that you will find useful. So with that, I want to go ahead and let you guys go into your teachers' classrooms and enjoy your time learning all about your children's teachers and what they're learning. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Okay, so that was our principal, Miss Yarlett, and then she also, hi Kelly. She also provided a little video of the inside of our building. So if you have not seen what it looks like inside of our school, because I know many of our children were, we were in kindergarten when school shut down, and parents really have not been in the building since then. So this is just a quick little tour of the building, and you can see the inside of some classrooms and some shared spaces that we have. All right, so that was a little bit of our building. We do have a two-story building. So currently second grade is on the first floor. We share the space with third grade and first grade. So kindergarten is still downstairs and grades 4 through 6 are upstairs. So the only time that our second graders ever go upstairs is when they're going to the library. So we spend most of our time right on the first floor. And I am currently working with 2 other teachers. So there's 2 second grade classes. Miss Clayton and Mrs. Klotz are the other second grade teachers. They're right next door. We plan everything together. So we do a ton of collaboration. And so a lot of the lessons and things that you see happening in my classroom are happening in the other classroom as well. And Declan, I see your hand. So what would do you want to unmute?
There you go. Go ahead, Declan. We're on mute.
I forgot.
He forgot.
Okay, when you remember, just raise your hand again. All right, so this is a picture of us 3 silly teachers last year. And then I wanted to share what our classroom looks like, because I'm sure some people are wondering, what does it look like inside the classroom? So I took some pictures of our classroom. This was on the first day of school here. So everything's like, shiny and new and clean. So everyone has a seat sack where they keep some of their folders, their pencil box. We have some shared supplies in the middle. I'm changing some of the routines because I think it's just easier to organize and manage materials. So the only thing we have in the middle of the tables now is a bucket for everyone's water bottle. So that's kind of the only thing that's in the middle right now. And to the right, you'll see our schedule. So the kids love to move the arrow down the schedule as we go about our day. So we always start our day with breakfast, and then we get right into reading groups, and we have ELA time where we listen to stories and work on our comprehension. We just started some skills, and so that kids can work in small groups at the skills for reading that they need. Then we have some writing time for about 30 minutes a day. And then we go to lunch. Well, lunch is in the classroom, so we don't actually go. We have an aide or a monitor come in and monitor the class while they have lunch. And then after that, we do a quick 10-15 minute little peace circle. We do stand in a big circle around the classroom, and that way we can all be spaced apart. And we have a little talking piece, and we all have a chance to talk about whatever's on our mind, whatever's on our heart, share some things about ourselves so that we can get to know each other and build that community in our classroom. And then we go out for recess for 20 minutes. We've been going outside every single day. I think there was one day where we had to stay inside because it was pouring, but I will definitely make sure that these kiddos are getting out and being active as much as possible. So once the snow comes, please send boots and hats and gloves and all that, because we will definitely be going outside as much as possible. Then right after that, we go to specials, and I'll share with you the special schedule so you know what day students have PE and all of that. And then we have a quick chill out snack time. It's like a 10-minute. I found that the kids are really hungry right after specials. And so it's a great way to kind of get us reset, because the very end of the day is math, my favorite time of day, my favorite subject, but it's at the end of the day and we're all pooped. So that snack right before is really, really helpful. You're welcome to send a snack with your child if you want to. If you don't, that's okay. All of the breakfasts that don't get eaten, I kind of hang on to those and hoard those. So we have tons of fresh fruit, crackers, and different little snackies that the kids can eat. And then we pack to go home. So every morning the kids are welcomed with this message. Oh, wait, I just realized I'm not sharing my screen. Wait, am I sharing my screen?
You
Yeah.
are.
Okay, because I just noticed that my big yellow box is gone. That's usually around there. So every morning the kids are welcomed with this message. It has really nice relaxing music. I find that when I start my day really calm and relaxed, it just sets the tone for a really great day. So we start and end our day with some really peaceful music and just a lot of visual clues and cues so that the kids know what to do every morning. The mornings are really calm and peaceful, and I think it's just wonderful. And everyone has an opportunity to have breakfast. And then let's see. Oh, we have a step up board. And so this is a picture of our step up board. And I think I want to make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see it a little better. Hopefully you can see that a little bit better. So we have a step up board and every child has their name on a circle. And I love telling kids to step up, and they love stepping up because that's when I catch you making really great choices and following our routines and our procedures. So the kids love when I say, go step up, or they love it when I say, oh my goodness, great job so-and-so for doing this, or being kind. We have really great, kind students who love to share and be team players. So our goal is to get to step 6 at the end of the day. And on the back of their bus tag or pickup tag, you'll probably notice a collection of stickers that are starting to accumulate because they love to take their stickers when they get to step 6 and stick it on the back of their card, just as a great way to remember all of their awesome choices that they're making. And then we have our school rules, our classroom rules. We're really focusing on being kind to each other. These students, I have to say, have just done a wonderful job of really making sure that their kindness is spreading all around the classroom. So if someone doesn't have a marker, someone's sharing. If someone's missing a pencil, someone's lending a pencil. And so those just really kind skills are really, really blossoming in our classroom and really making it such a nice community for our second graders. All right, Declan, I see your hand, so sounds like you're ready. You remember?
So this isn't what the thing was. It's something different.
Oh,
So when it's ELA time, we put on capes and masks, and we made some bracelets that we put on too. And we're really focusing on kindness. Well, it's our superpower.
that's
Awesome.
right, Declan. So we're doing a project-based learning unit, and we are doing it during our ELA time. And so you're right, Declan, we're focusing on kindness being our superpower. The kids all put capes on and masks. I had a lot of fun shopping on Amazon. And so both second grades are going to be launching a project to spread kindness in our school community and in the Rochester community. So that's going to be taking place over the next 4 weeks. And so there's definitely more to come on that. We just launched last week and the kids have a blast every day putting on their costumes. So thank you, Declan. Let's see. Oh, lunches. So if your child brings a lunch to school, I have some crates. We take them out of our book bags and I keep them all in a crate so that we're really limiting the amount of time we're going back and forth into the closet. And right here is one of those containers where we're keeping our water bottles. So if your child is bringing a water bottle to school, that's really encouraged. And they can keep it right there on the table so that they can have a drink whenever they like. I don't know if you noticed in the video, but the drinking fountain, the fountain itself is disabled. So the only thing that works is the water bottle filler station. So the kids are encouraged to bring water bottles to school every day, and they can fill it up at the water filler station. And I did get like a big pack of Wegmans water bottles. So if a kid really needs a water bottle, I don't mind providing that for them. But yeah, if you want to send a water bottle that's already filled, then that saves us a trip in the morning. So water is not a problem. Here's a couple pieces of furniture that are really important in our classroom. I have here a little bin for everybody's headphones. So please make sure that your child has working headphones. If they're broken, I will make sure that you know about it. I fully anticipate that everyone at some point will have to replace headphones. I know my own boys, I have 2 boys, 11 years old today. Today's my son, Ryan, and an 8-year-old. So I know what it's like to have to get new headphones halfway through the year. So I really like keeping them in this furniture because in this buckets, because they don't get stepped on, they don't get smushed in a desk, they don't get buried under a pile of folders. They only come out when they're needed. And so my hope is that they last a really long time. Every child has their own Chromebook, which most of us already know because everyone had their Chromebook last year at home. And oh, this is a really great piece of furniture right here. Declan, what's that?
Air conditioner.
Yes, Ms. Carlson does not like to be hot. So in September, when it was really, really hot, we were nice and cool. And in May and June, when it's really hot, it'll be nice and cool again. So, but I'll leave that up all year long. And it's a great addition to our classroom, and all the kids know not to go anywhere near it or touch it. So, but we're going to be really comfortable this year on those hot days. All right, communication. Oh, I see Aspen. Hey, Aspen, do you have a question for me?
Yes. Go back 3 because I have a little question.
Go back 3. You have a question. 1, 2, 3. That one?
Yeah. You see when we start class rules?
Yes.
We are kind. We are safe. We follow directions. We show self-control. We are problem solvers, not problem makers.
That's right. And Aspen, you were a big problem solver. Remember the day you came up with how everyone should make a line when they're putting their headphones away so that we don't have a traffic jam? Remember that? You were being a problem solver that day. So that's a great example. All right, let's hop on to how to communicate with me the best. There's 2 really easy ways to get in touch with me. One way is using the Seesaw app. I know most of you are connected on there. I kind of use that like text messaging almost because it's really easy to send quick little messages back and forth to me. I know last year Seesaw was definitely used a ton, being that, you know, we were hybrid and remote. We're not doing a whole lot of assignments on Seesaw, but I still use the app to communicate with parents. It's a great way for me to do a quick little blast of information when I need to. If you're not connected for some reason, I can send you another invite, like a paper invite, or this, this blue address. If you type, I know it's like a whole bunch of weirdness, but if you type that in, then you can automatically find your child and connect to them on Seesaw. Also, email is great. I don't always get to check it during the school day because I'm usually, you know, working with a small group or helping kids out. But I do check it in the morning and then after school. So I can always get in touch with you before and after school with email. Let's see what else. What else we got? Oh, some apps. These are some apps that we use quite frequently in school. So the kids do Success Maker. This was the same as last year. So we do 20 minutes every day during our win time. And we also are going to be using Raz Kids. I was able to secure that for our class this year. So that was really exciting because I can assign kids books that are at their reading level. So I can really tailor assignments for them. And then for math, we use Zern, and our goal is to do 4 lessons a week or approximately 120 minutes. So, you know, we're working towards reaching that goal. We haven't quite hit that yet. We're still ironing out some of our routines and procedures, and, you know, really 40 minutes a day is probably good, but we're not always hitting that goal because I do a lot of small group work too. So, but that's the goal, and we're striving to reach that. Let's see, specials. We have PE twice a week on B and D days. And it's really important that your child has sneakers so that they can participate. We've had a couple students come with like rain boots and then not bring shoes or sneakers to participate, and then they're bummed that they're sitting out. So just make sure that they have a pair of shoes or sneakers. And then on A days, we have music, and on C days, the class is split in half. So half of the class goes to the art room and half of the class goes to the library. And that runs for 10 weeks. So every 10 weeks, your child will switch. So they're not always getting the same art or library special. And the cool thing that's happening this year is our librarian, she has some open library time. So if your child is currently going to art, they can still check out books every B day. There's like a 20-minute window where I am sending art students to check out books. So everyone has had the opportunity every 4 days to renew and check out a new book. And it's a really great experience. The kids are loving getting to get their hands on some books because, you know, we couldn't do that last year. So this is Miss Polashensky and her student teacher. And they have a quick little message for you because they're really excited that music is happening in the music room this year, which didn't happen last year. So they're really excited to share this with you.
This is Miss P.
This is Miss Lee. Welcome to the Francis Parker Music Room. We were the teachers so far for school. Miss Lee is our wonderful student teacher, and she is going to introduce herself in just a moment. And I am Miss Polashensky, and I will be the music teacher for the rest of the year once Miss Lee finishes her placement.
Hi, I'm Miss Lee. I'm a senior at Nazareth College, and I completed my elementary student teaching placement here at Francis Parker School 23 with a focus on teaching the older students ukulele and piano.
Welcome back to Music in the Music Room. This year we are making every effort to create music each and every class. All students are playing classroom instruments such as drums, rhythm sticks, boom whackers, and xylophones. The older students are also playing ukulele and piano. Every student, kindergarten through 6th grade, sings and moves every class. We are music readers, music writers, and music performers. Above all, every student is using music class to explore music as an experience and hopefully instill a lifelong love of music and all of the arts. Some may say music education is a privilege, and I would argue it is a human right. Thank you for raising such wonderful musicians and children, and I am so happy to be back in person with them. Let me know if you have any questions at all about music at Francis Parker School, number 23.
And I will agree with her. It's really wonderful being back in person 5 days a week. That's been such a game changer for us. And I see Aspen, you've got another question, buddy?
And also one, the student teacher, she actually left to go to her another class.
Yeah, her placement's done. So now you get to see her on YouTube. Yeah, she's definitely going to miss our class. She told us that she's really going to miss us. So yes, we wish Miss Lee all the best as she continues her college education. Let's see, this is Mrs. English. So half of the class right now gets to work with Mrs. English in the art room. And if your child has not experienced her yet, they will very shortly because we're approaching the 10-week mark. And let's see. Oh, here's a picture of her art room, which the kids are so excited to be back down there. And they love bringing back projects too. They had some really cool, look like stained glass project. I'm not really sure what she was doing, but the kids were so excited. And she's been posting them in the hallway too. And then this is our librarian, and her name is Mrs. Carlson. So that was really confusing the first couple weeks of school. There's two Mrs. Carlsons at school 23. So she's new to our building this year, and she's been doing a great job making sure that kids are getting books in their hands every 4 days. And Mr. Greer, this is his lovely little Bitmoji classroom. He is back again. And the kids, I gotta say, every time I pick them up from PE class, they are smiling. And today they just finished a really great game of, what were they playing? Aspen, Simon Says. You guys are doing a great job. Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
So looks like everyone's having a great time in PE class. They are getting up and moving around. I know he does have them spread out. And I'm not there for the whole class, but from what I can see, everyone's got like their designated space, and then they end up being able to really move about. So that's wonderful. Couple things that I'm just going to share about just like the academic kind of portion of our day. We do a lot of workshop models. So I'll do, I'll try to do a lesson whole group, and then I try to quickly get into small group because we are in a very unique situation where, because of the way that everything happened in the last 2 years, our kids really have a lot of varying needs. So I really try to spend time with them in small group to really just make sure that we're doing what they need. We're not all at the same place right now at the same time, and that's okay. And I recognize that. So I really try to make sure that I'm spending most of my time in small groups, and that the kids are working on what it is that they particularly need to either close those gaps or continue to push them forward. We have learning targets, and the kids love to talk about hitting the bullseye. So when we're learning a new skill, we always say, I can, and then we fill in the blank. So an example might be, I can listen for vocabulary words and lasso them in my text. And so at the end of our lesson, we'll ask the kids, like, did you hit the bullseye? Did you meet that target? If you did, great. If you didn't, that's okay. We'll try again tomorrow. And some of us are like, we're kind of sort of there. Maybe not quite. And so the kids always know what the focus is when we're doing a lesson. We're using a curriculum called MyView, an ELA. So even with our PBL, I try to kind of marry them together so that we're using the texts in that book and kind of making it fit what it is that we're doing with our kindness unit in our communities. Writing, this is great. So I think this was one of those things that, we're definitely building our stamina for writing. That is not something that I think was easy to do during remote school. And so we have 30 minutes of writing time. Now, that's not all them writing. That's me doing a lot of modeling, some shared writing where we work together to write. And then, for many kids, it's a sentence, and we'll build it to 2 and build it to 3. The goal, of course, I'm always thinking with, next year, they're going to be 3rd graders. And so what is it that we need to do to build that up for next year? So I am very aware that, this is an area where we're going to grow, but the kids are very, very eager to tell stories. They've got great stories to tell. And so we do a lot with pictures, and then we try to add the text to go with it. And so the important thing is that they have things they want to share, and we're going to work really hard at getting some really nice sentences out to support our pictures. And then in math, we are currently in mission 3. So I do bounce around a little bit. I don't necessarily go right in order because I find that me personally, jumping from mission 1 to 3 makes the most sense. So right now we're working on place value. We're expanding numbers. We're writing numbers in expanded form and then condensing them back to standard form. The kids have a blast working in small groups with me. We use a lot of manipulatives. So they're having a lot of fun. In math, I already mentioned that our goal is 4 lessons in Zern. No one's really met that goal yet, and it's okay because we haven't really, we're still working on our math workshop and just the transitions from one group to the next. And so The kids are really picking it up though, so I'm really excited. Okay, so thank you for coming. I feel like I just blew through all of that. So if you have any questions, please feel free to just like unmute or raise your hand, because I feel like I just threw a lot out and in such a short amount of time. So does anyone have any, like maybe there's something that I can clear up?
Go ahead, Brittany.
Or one of the kids can clear up, because we've got some kids that are really great spokesmen for our class too. Which is
I have a question about lunch.
yes.
I'm just wondering if there's a menu available for the school lunch, and
You know,
we're trying to see how much our friend is actually eating during lunch and whether it would be a better choice for us to provide lunch. And that might be dependent on what's served. I've been
Yep.
told there's a lot of cheese.
There's one online.
There is.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can, I just like Googled like RCSD lunch menu or something. And I think it's the same for like all the schools, I think. So like, that's how I found it.
Okay.
That's-
Thank you,
that's
Sarah,
great.
with an H.
And I
There's
do
a lot of
the same,
Sarahs
my-
here.
Yeah,
I
my
noticed.
boys do the same thing too. Like my oldest is really picky, so he, depending on what's served, is whether he's a bringer or a buyer. So I totally get that.
I don't know if they can hear us, Brady.
I can hear you. Hi, Brett.
Oh, okay.
Hi,
How's it going?
good. I want to say something about writing.
Go for it.
So in writing, we also do a pictures of the things that we have done in our life. We can do it. We can do things. We can draw things that anything we like that have happened in our life, and draw a picture of it. And then at the bottom, there's a set, and you write lines of sentences that you write about that kind of matches the picture that you drew.
Yes. And what was my story of what happened in my life? What happened to me?
You went to a corn maze and you got lost for an hour and a half.
And I had to cheat. Right? I couldn't find my way out of the corn maze, so I had to cheat and have someone walk me out the sneaky way. So yeah, don't go to a corn maze. It's not fun. No, I'm just kidding. Hi, time.
Time out. Hi, Brady.
All right, what were
Good
you
to
going to
see
say?
you. Do you have anything you want to say, Time Out?
Yes, I want to talk about recess. So when we had recess, then when the time is over, then I want to go back to play, and I'll be missing my friends.
Oh, I know recess is so fun, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And you play hard out there, which is great. I'm really glad you get to play with your friends. Plus, I know you get to see your brother out there too. Yeah, because third grade and second grade, we overlap a little bit, so they get to see each other on the playground, which is really nice. Well, I think it's nice. I don't know if you think it's nice. Awesome.
Nothing? You're done?
I'm so glad that you popped on. All right, I see Aspen's raising his hand.
And also, why is recess so short? Like,
Why is summer so short? I don't know. It's to torture us. No, 20 minutes is the time that we're given, and I make sure that we're out there for those full 20 minutes. So I know when you're having fun, it goes by quick. Ronan.
That's not my hand.
That's me.
Oh, Ronan's
Hi.
dad.
I'm Ronan's dad. So on the homework packets, the one for Thursday, for the last few have been write about this subject. And then there's a whole bunch of blank lines. And Ronan and I have been disagreeing about how many words is the expectation, or how much detail to go into. To me, the number of lines suggests an expectation, but we haven't seen eye to eye on that. So
You're not-
help us out.
Yeah. So like I had said earlier, we have such a wide variety of, where we're at as writers. So the short answer is, work to the best of your ability, because that's going to look different for every child. So you always want to push yourself to do more than you did before. So that would be my short answer, is work to the best of your ability. And what that looks like for every kid is going to be a little bit different right now. And I know, Ronan, I know what you're capable of. So make sure you're working to the best of your ability. Okay. Yeah, I know. Okay, Declan.
So today at gym at the end, when you were picking us up, Mr. Gleal told us that maybe we shouldn't do recess right before PE.
Yeah, we had a couple students who were very tired because we went right from recess to PE. So he thought maybe we should change our time for recess. You're right, Declan. But I think that next time we have PE, everyone's going to participate. That's what I think is going to happen. Oh boy. So parents, if if anything comes up or you have any questions, please, I'm going to put my email back up. So in case anyone wants to find me, isn't it so funny how you don't share screen for a while and then all of a sudden you're like, how do I do this? Hold on. Why am I having a hard time sharing my screen? Here we go. So yeah, if you need to get a hold of me, here is what to do. Email. It's just my first name dot last name at rcsdk12.org. And then also, another thing too, I wanted to mention is parent teacher conferences. So those I'm going to send in Seesaw, I'm going to send, and I'll send an email to a Sign Up Genius link. So you can just click on the link and pick your time slot so that we can have those take place over the next couple of weeks. They'll be over the phone. So, because we're not meeting in person. So I will be sending that out tomorrow. And so check your email, check your Seesaw so that you can just click on a link and choose a time that works best for your family. And if you see that, if nothing works, please reach out to me because chances are I can still accommodate you. It's just, I pick the most convenient times for me and then I see what works. And then, if it doesn't work for you, we can rearrange something. Okay. So yeah, thank you so much for being on. I'm really glad I got to see so many faces. It's nice to see faces and not a bunch of blank screens. So I'm really glad that I'm talking to real people. So if you don't have any other questions, you feel free to leave the meeting. And if not, I will stay on for a little bit longer if you have anything that you want to ask me. But be prepared because my kids are about to come home from hockey practice. It's about to get loud. So,
Bye. Have a good night.
bye.
Have a good night. Nice meeting you.
Thanks. Nice to meet you too.
Put always hand up.
Have a good night.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
I want to talk about Zern.
Oh, yeah. What do you want to say about Zern?
I like about Zern when we like go to our seats and you call our name and then we go to get our Chromebooks and sometimes we do rash kids and our worksheet that go in our yellow folders. And I like when we go in small groups or
I like it too, Timel. I love everything that you said. And I'm so glad that you like it. And you've been a really hard worker.
Ooh,
No wonder you love school.
he does. Right?
I can tell. I can really tell.
I'm
That.
not been good at school.
You been good? How good?
Good.
Just good?
What do you say to me every day, Timel? What do you say to me? You're always like, I always make it to what?
Step 6.
You're always making it to.
Eesh.
I got 20 stickers.
You do?
Yeah, check his bus tag on the back.
Yeah, I saw. I'm
He's
like,
got quite an assortment.
nice, nice.
And you know what
Alright.
she said on when somebody met the target?
What?
Me, I met the target and Max.
Yes. Okay.
I forgot.
Bye-bye.
I forgot all the people.
All right, it's time to get ourselves ready. It was nice meeting you.
Very nice to meet you.
We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow at school.
I'll see you tomorrow at school. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. What?